Thanks for logging in to TieCats.ca, checking us out on our various social media channels. It's your digital host, Louie B, and I'm very pleased to be joined by the offensive coordinator of the Hamilton Tiger Cats, Tommy Condell. Tommy, how you doing? It's great to see you, my friend.
Oh, it's great to see you. I just wish it was, back at the stadium in Tim Hortons, but this is the next best thing, and especially it gets me away from doing any type of schooling with the four boys. So anytime you want to do this, I'm up for it, because it's with the homeschooling. I can tell you, if I hope I'm not the only one that's feeling that way.
I was going to say, so you're going to say, what's easier, running an offense with 40 people, or trying to homeschool four boys under the age of 13 now?
Yes, and that's an easy answer. It's an illusion of control with the Tiger Cats. So it's the guys. It's with O and the rest of the game. It's a well-oiled machine. Here, my wife is the CEO of this whole deal. So she tells me what to do, but the youngest one, he's a challenge. I didn't realize, the teachers do such an amazing job here where, obviously we live in Hamilton area, and I just have a ton of respect because I can tell you, I almost wanted to fire myself a few times.
I mean, all jokes aside, obviously to have this time, to have this kind of bonus time with your boys, there has to be something special for you to be able to do that, considering you're in a job where, the opportunities like this aren't going to come around too often.
The CFL has so many great things about it. And, one in regards to and how O handles it has been tremendous. But this as bonus time, if you will, as you called it, certainly, there are some challenges that go along with everything that's going on with the pandemic, but not to be light of it at all, but the bright side of it is we've gotten a chance to be with family, and it has been really great. It really has. We've played a lot of games. We've done that. We've played so much 2-on-2 hoop. We just been around. You know what I mean? Now there's some unsanctioned WWF bites that break out, but other than that, it's been awesome. Honestly, with that, it actually. With football or in any job, you're always immersed in what's the next thing you have to do, these kinds of things. And not that the family goes to the wayside, so they don't. They certainly give me the ability to do what we love, and that's football and with Hamilton. But, it's been an amazing time to not take time out, but it's just concentration on that part. We're not running them to soccer. We're not running them to a church setting. We can't. We're right here, and it has been awesome and amazing that way. It really has. I do miss everything. I don't want to say that. And there's a lot of things that are going on that are challenging for others. Mm-hmm. And, I do feel blessed, though, with Mr. Young and Mr. Mitchell and with the organization to give me the chance to be able to continue to work and do what's best, and also have the ability to during the times that we're not Zoom meeting and that we're not getting after with the things that we're doing now, is to spend some time with the kids, and it's been fun.
Well said. Let's move into the football, because you have the the enviable position of quarterbacks coach for this team, and we are heading into a training camp, hopefully soon, where we will see two quarterbacks, 100% healthy at the top of their game, and you're going to be part of a decision on which one's going to be the number one. I don't envy you to be in that position, but I would just tell us through, how important those 2 weeks or however long training camp is going to be.
Well, both of them and all the quarterbacks are really. They're always being prepared. There's really not a total off season for them. So they're always going to find ways. And then I'm sure you've gotten a chance to see some different Twitter types of things and some different throws and stuff that the guys do. But they're going to come in and they're all going to be ready to rock and roll, and they're going to compete. And the thing about that room is they're all highly intelligent, right? And they're all highly competitive. But they're all supportive in that group we're in that group, and it's really a microcosm of what we do. And with O's culture here, that we're competitive, but we care about each other and the development and the growth mindset that we have. And I tell you, it's continuous, and that's the culture that we have. But we also understand that it's a production-based business, and we certainly need to give the players, i.e. the quarterbacks, those opportunities to have to show their talents off. And we have to do a great job as coaches to put them in a position and also to efficiently and also effectively evaluate each one of them.
Obviously, some additions, but also a couple of subtractions. We'll talk about, obviously, the big one. It would be Braylon Edwards getting an opportunity to go play in the NFL. It's not so much replacing his yards, but he did have a pretty healthy total last season. How do you go about kind of rejigging the offense? Do you rejig certain things when you lose a guy like Braylon?
Well, I think any player that, like Braylon, comes in and does such a great job of being a team person, coming in there and also getting called upon, and as his role progressed, he just progressed, And we want all our players that whatever dreams and aspirations they have and goals from not only the team goals and stuff like that, but go on. And we are so excited for Braylon, and continue to talk to Braylon and wish him all the best. But that being said, and I don't mean this rudely, we don't really we care about the players that are here directly now. Right. And so I'm going to miss that great smile he has and stuff like that. But the players that we have here now, this is the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to, people, the one thing that's constant is always change. And to be comfortable in change is the key. And we certainly we get comfortable because we have guys that already know that, and they all of a sudden step in. And I think we've shown that throughout and that's, I know everyone talks about the next man up theory or the mantra of that. But there's a difference between talking about it, and then really being about it, visualizing it, believe it or not, and then actually getting an opportunity to have tangible effects of that, like i.e. yes, the quarterback position, but they got the chance to see some receivers come in and play last year. And those receivers did a tremendous job of learning what they had to do and then being able to do what God has given them. And that is to show and showcase their ability under the team construct. And that has been amazing. So, the guys that we have here now, and that also that, Mr. Burke and Mr. Zimmerman have brought in as well as Alamain, they've done a great job. And I'm not saying that he's not missed, but I'll say this, we wish him the best. Those are the goals that he has. And but I'm truly excited about the other people that are finally going to get that opportunity that Braylon wanted and needed. He did. Well, guess what? There's going to be another individual that comes up in here because they're going to get an opportunity and they're going to make the best of their opportunity. They are. And it's our job to be able to promote that, but also give them the tools in order to, showcase their ability.
Speaking of someone who's going to have an opportunity to showcase their fantastic talent, someone you've seen up close and personal, we had a chance to catch up with him last week. That was DeAndre Posey, and he had some very nice things to say about you as a coach. But I mean, he really, before he talked about having you as a coach, he talked about having you as a mentor, and he really went specific about how you taught him to be a better father and a better husband. So I mean, you have a special connection with DeAndre Posey. And obviously those conversations are special to him and they're special to you. But just to be reunited with a guy like him and whether you feel like you can get the best out of him again, like you did in that 2017 Grey Cup in the snow.
Well, that's, I'm getting chills, because I know that's why we get into the business, to be able to connect with coaches and players and fans in an intimate way. And you're not going to do it all the way throughout. It just doesn't happen that way. That's life. And to get a chance to be reunited with DeVere is a tremendous honor for me. And, because we believe that through the process of becoming a better man, we win. And then you flip it around and we win because through the process of winning, we become better men. And that process that we do here with O and Mark and Jeff and myself, it's all generated to doing that and to see it that way and come through some words of gratitude is, obviously very special and humbled. Now about getting him to play the way he's a great player. So it's just not about numbers, and everyone looks at numbers, which they should. I'm not denying that, but there's other things that DeVere brings that, people, it doesn't show up on videos sometimes, like in a direct way. It's the way he comes to meetings every day. The way he practices is amazing. The perfectionism that he has progressed with, but the right level of perfectionism versus the right level of trying new things, and not being afraid to do those things and making mistakes and being okay with it and then continue on. That attitude is contagious. And when you put that in the room with all the rest of the guys, it's just, I know the talent so far about catching the ball, running routes, the competitive spirit, but when you add the intangible things to that package and you put them in the room, it's an awesome meeting, and then once again, I'm humbled to have him, and and I'm honored to get a chance to work with him as well. And as he's progressed, we've watched him, and looking forward to having him in the black and yellow. It's been too long, so let's get it started.
Well said. Coach, let's leave it there. I got a bunch of things, but we can catch up in a few weeks. It's great to talk to you.
Whatever.
It's great to see you. Coach, thanks for doing this.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you again.